One of the nice things about with a computer program, you can kind of take the human element out of it, where kind of everyone has their rules of thumb. Rules of thumb are great. They actually get you really far, and they get you almost to the proper solution. But not every well is the same, so following a rule of thumb might not always work. And so when we're trying to optimize downtime specifically, let's look at downtime as an example. There's really two drivers that we have. One is we want to reduce the cycle, so we want to run it with a long enough idle time to where we're not just unnecessarily cycling the well and causing those fluid pound, causing that compression in a rod string over and over again. But we're also really interested in not allowing the casing annulus to fill up and cause back pressure on your reservoir and lose production. So with that solution, going with a rule of thumb, it doesn't actually measure those things, right? It's not necessarily measuring how many cycles we can get without hindering our production, right? So if we have a rule of thumb, we only want to cycle 5 times per day, we might actually, during those cycles, we might be idling it too long and building up a fluid level, hindering our flow from our reservoir and not getting as much production as possible. Or if our rule of thumb is that we need to cycle a well 30 times a day, or have X number of cycles per day, we might actually be cycling an unnecessary amount of times. So overall, when you look at it from a data approach, you can be a little bit agnostic to rules of thumb and things like that, and you can just do more analysis and have a data-driven solution that gets you to the right approach for every well. When we started this journey, we kind of started small and started to expand and expand, and we went from maybe optimizing 1 or 2 set points. And once we kind of successfully learned and developed those tools, we started adding more and more, to the point where now we're looking holistically at all the set points in a VFD for rod pump well. And we're saying, okay, well, how does changing one set point affect another set point? And so the objective there would be to not overwhelm or inundate our users with recommendations or changes that are being made from a black box solution, but make simple, practical changes. Do exactly what a human would do if they had the time and the resources to manage all these set points.